Welcome to Crafty Kiara. Today we're being joined by our company namesake Kiara, and we are going to make no-bake peanut butter and oat treats, right? Yep. These particular treats actually double as pill pockets for Kiara. She's got to take anti-seizure medication, but luckily she hasn't had a seizure in quite a while. But just in case you didn't know, Kiara is actually our mascot and namesake for our company Crafty Kiara. My name's Heather, by the way. And if you follow our blog, you see that she's a big inspiration for me in terms of making different crafts and trying different things. So today we're going to make her a favorite treat, and she's going to be our official taste tester, of course, to make sure everything comes out right. So our recipe for today calls for just 4 basic ingredients for these no-bake peanut butter and oat dog treats. So you want to start off, you have 1 1/4 cup of oats. You have 3/4 of a cup of peanut butter. You have a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon and a 1/4 cup of water. Now the oats, you can leave them as is. These are the quick oats. These are the whole wheat ones, 100% whole wheat. You could put them in a food processor and grind them down into like a finer, mix, but I just leave them like this. It seems to be fine, and Kiara likes them pretty good. Peanut butter, you can also go, besides cream, you can also do the chunky one if you want more peanut chunks in there. But because of the size of the treats I make, I like to use the creamy so I can make them smaller, since these are going to double as her pill pockets as well. So what we're going to do is I like to combine the dry ingredients first. This way the cinnamon coats the oats, and we can get that cinnamon all the way through there. Otherwise, if it doesn't go through the mix, you're going to get like a patch of cinnamon that your dog's going to bite into, and might not go well. So let's go ahead and just kind of sprinkle this on here. And then we'll stir it up. I'm actually going to use a fork for this because I'm not trying to like gather it. I'm kind of just tossing it through there to make sure it's mixed well. You can kind of see some of the cinnamon specks as you're going through there. Okay, now we'll add the peanut butter. I hear Kiara, she's gonna be our taste tester once I get this done. Alright, and then we're just gonna mix that in there. I do this first before I add the water because I want to make sure that it's kind of stick to something. Once you get this mixed up, you can use your fingers to form the shapes you're going to do, or you can roll it out and you can use cookie cutters if you want to make different shapes. I've done that in the past. I made little dog bone shapes. For Christmas I made a version of this with pumpkin, but I also made these and I made different shapes like stars and snowmen and things like that. So they're great for gifts too. If you have other pets in the family, other family members have pets, you can make up these. You hear Kiara, she's whining. She knows she wants some of these. I'll be right there. Alright, so I'm mixing this up here. You see it's starting to stick together pretty good. I want to make sure I do it thoroughly so you don't have like a huge patch of oats in one spot that's dry. Let's see here. This can get a little messy anytime you do anything with peanut butter. Kind of just gather in here. Alright, and then I'm going to put the water in and we'll mix that in. Okay, so I'm going to stir the water in here. It looks kind of mushy right now, but as you go it'll start to form a little better. Sometimes I don't put the water in, just because I don't want it to be as mushy, but in this case I want to do it because I want it to form a little better. See, it starts to absorb in there. The oats absorb the water. Kind of looks like a lovely little mess right now. But Kiara loves these like crazy. I've been making these for her for a couple years now. I hear you over there whining. Alright, so what you want to do now, get all that in there, is you're going to start putting these on whatever surface you're going to use to put in the freezer. Now you can either use a cookie sheet like I'm going to use. I have parchment paper on it. You can use a silicone mat, or if you have like a small container to put in the fridge or freezer, you can do that. I happen to have a chest freezer, so I can just put the whole cookie sheet in there. If you don't, you have to use something smaller, you can do that as well. You can put parchment paper in between to layer if you need to. They don't take long to freeze depending on what size you're doing. If it's a small little ball, it won't take long at all. If it's like a cookie cutter shape, it might take a little bit longer. Okay, so here's my cookie sheet here. Now there's no exact science to how I make the little ball shapes. I kind of just do it by feel. So I grab a chunk of the mix here. Now this is pretty large. If you have a larger dog, this might work. But I want to do something about half that size. And then I'm just going to form this into a little ball and place it here. Parchment paper is mainly just to make sure it doesn't stick to the tray and makes it a lot easier to clean up. So let me... And again, it's all up to you what size you want to make, or if you want to make into dog treats. If you do like a cookie cutter shape, you might want to skip the water because it might be a little too loose. But that's up to you. With this being a no-bake recipe, you know, you're kind of at the mercy of it holding its shape. That's why I freeze them, and then it keeps them longer too, because I'm only giving these to Kiara. I don't have any other dogs to give these to. So I just pull out what I need for the day, and I stick them in a container, and then pull out the treats throughout the day, because she gets these throughout the day for different things occasionally. And then when she gets her pill, because what happens is these will soften up after you freeze them and you let them thaw out, and then you can just stick a pill in there. It's way cheaper than buying the pill pockets they have available commercially, because those are way too expensive and you get way too few of them. And also you don't know really what's all in there. Sometimes they could have other ingredients you don't want. Now if you have a dog that has allergies to certain things, you can substitute the different types of peanut butter, the different types of oats. You know, you can adjust this recipe based on the needs of your pet. Now Kiara is watching me very intently. I hear her whining. I will let her do a taste test here, but I want to get some more of these done. Alright, so I'm going to finish these up and I'll show you the finished tray. So here's a full tray of our treats. Got quite a few on here. See, I got 2, 4, 6, 7 by 2, 4, 6, 7. Wait, 2, 4, 6. I can do this. There are 63 treats on here. And I still have plenty of mix left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end up filling in on here until I have everything on one tray. It's okay if they touch. I mean, as long as they're not mushed together, they're going to still separate after you freeze them. So I just wanted to give you an idea of how I lay it out here. You could use a cookie scoop if you have one that's like that small, or a melon baller, or any other, like you can use even one of your measuring cup spoons if you want to make like really specific sized ones. Some of these do vary, but that's okay. She likes them either way. She's standing at attention right now. She wants some more. So once you're done with this, you're going to put the tray or your container in the freezer. Like I said, you could do it for a couple hours, and then pull them out, and then I put the rest of them, I take some and I put them in a little Tupperware container like this with a lid, and this just stays in the fridge. I usually put maybe 6 or 8 on there, depending on what we have or what we might do during the course of the day. But she does get a pill in the morning and at night, and then I give her a treat every once in a while throughout the day. So I do that, and then the rest go into like a sandwich bag, and you can put them in the freezer. And then as you run out, you can refill it. And if your dog's like mine, you'll probably go through the treats pretty quickly. So I'm not going to say they're going to last 6 months to a year in the freezer. You'll probably get maybe a couple weeks or more, depending on how many treats you give out. But Kiara really likes these. So I'm going to finish up this, and then that'll be a wrap. So, Kiara, you want any more? Alright, you can have one more. There you go. So now you see those are pretty easy treats to make. They're no bake, so you don't have to worry about heating up your house, you know, with your oven or your toaster oven or whatever to make them. You freeze them for just a little while, and then you're able to store them away and give them out when you need to. And they are a great pill pocket to use if you have to give your dogs pills. In this case, I only have to give Kiara just half a pill twice a day, so it works out pretty easily. Hi! You want to say hi to everybody? Say hi! She's a little camera shy today. So if you like what you saw, please like and subscribe to our channel. You can follow us on social media at various places. And you can even follow Kiara. She has her own Instagram at Kiara Chewini on Instagram, and I'll put that link down below. You can also check out our Etsy store online at Crafty Kiara shop there. And what else, Kiara? Please go to our blog. We are running a contest right now. We're giving away fun fridge magnets. The contest ends on April 30th, 2020. Enter to win them. It's a pretty cool prize to get, and it's a great craft that you can do with your kids at home. We'll probably run a contest every month. We're still deciding on what we want to do next month, but this will be a cool one to do. So please go to our blog. It's listed below, and enter the contest. There's multiple ways you can enter, and there's only going to be one winner, so that'll be chosen after April 30th. Anything else you want to add, Kiara? We're good? Maybe she's going to stand up for everybody. How could you not love this adorable thing? We're all done? Alright, that's all for today, so we'll see you in the next video. If you liked what you saw in the video, please like and subscribe to us on YouTube here. You can also follow us on social media. You can also follow us and check out our blog at craftykiara.com. And of course, you can go check out our shop on Etsy for Crafty Kiara Shop. That's all for today, and I'll see you at the next video.